That was weird. We did it. Hopefully we'll miss first blood. Ah, we didn't miss blood. That's too bad. Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's get our camera specs going here. Oh, I'm gonna have to remute my announcer, aren't I?
Denied.
Alright. Alright, we are good to go here. Earlier than Gyrocopter, nice. So what did we get? Wow, Chaos Knight. Okay, that is something else. I mean, I like Chaos Knight. I think he's a disgusting late game hero. But I don't know. I guess I just prefer the Anti-Mage. Just seems to make more sense. But hey, I would like to see what they got to do here. They're the Inferno Knights. It's clearly their hero, right? Makes sense. They're going for the flavor here, going for the lore play. Now, this defensive dry lane is absolutely disgusting. Like, I feel so bad for Ahmed. If he just goes Mana Leak first, there's nothing he can do. Like, there will be no lane. Lion can just go farm the jungle. He can get a Blink Dagger by 10 minutes. Well, okay, probably like 12, but he could honestly just go jungle the whole time with Mana Leak and Earth Spike, and they can just completely force out this poor Darkseer. He'll need Soul Ring. Obviously, he's got the recipe, so that will be good. But Mana Leak is just so devastating. And in terms of the mid lane, obviously Shadow Fiend looks like he's a bit behind here. Looks like Shibo probably got some banning runes, whereas he didn't, and he's also going up 6-5. 4-4, so pretty even for now. The Dire's defensive little tri-lane, also pretty good. I think Lina and Chaos Knight. Clearly, Chaos Knight will of course, be able to do more in lane than an Anti-Mage, so you can rely on the Chaos Bolt and the Reality Rift to more control them, and this would allow Warlock to be doing these pulls and getting the farm. Did you see the range on that? Man. Alright, once you got delivered to him, the Sage's Mask, so you definitely want to be grabbing that from the side shop. Maybe he got Clarity's delivered to him. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just going to assume that's what it was.
Parallel Lions.
Shivo in a bit of trouble here. He needs to be careful. Like, he can be winning this lane, but the second that he walks into a triple raise, the lane gets much harder for him. I think the Dire supports with the Lina stun and everything. If they can get a good rune, like a Haste or an Invis, that would be really huge. Try and slow down this 6 here. And Ahmed coming back. Gonna start double stacking Ion Shells. So when you're Darkseer in the offlane, you do this. You put one down, you wait a bit, put on the second one, and that'll force the double Ion Shell into the enemy carry. And so that's gonna allow, like, it makes it a lot harder for him to deal with it. Gives you a better chance of getting some farm. And it looks like the rain supports are gonna smoke up. Now there was this ward here, so that might have been spotted. I'm thinking it was. Maybe not. Osos is backing. And that's Courier with his bottle. Yep. So he's got bottle, Wraith Band. And we'll see if the Dire supports will try and make something similar happen up top, but it's not looking that way. Alright, here we go. They're coming in the mid lane. It doesn't look like they're going to catch him though. That Hex going to be just outside the range. Osos nearly avoid it. And they'll just have to look to either secure the top rune. Soul Ring now up on Ahmed. Gyrocopter's having a great time though. He's level 4. Ahmed's been zoned out pretty hard. So he'll stay on top of him for this. And you see the new Prophet here. He's doing a good job here of getting this out. Yeah. When they're both level 5, Shadow Fiend should be able to like just completely zone him out with the raises and then head to the jungle and everything. So yeah, he should definitely win this lane. And the gank, of course, does fail. But they will secure the top rune, and they're going to find a haste rune bottom. Now, not exactly the best heroes in terms of a haste rune. It would allow them to get a stun onto Ahmed, but as long as he gets off the surge, there won't be enough chance for a full duration rocket barrage. I think he'd live. He's fairly tanky, 682. They are going to give to the line. I think this should be used on the Shadow Fiend. Would be your best bet here. But we'll see. He's going to head towards them. I'll zoom out a bit here and see how he comes in. Dire Vision. Oh yeah, he just pops out of the fog out of nowhere. That's a bit of a trouble there for Osos. He's going to get Earth Spiked up. Shibab not close enough for the pull. He's trying to get within range here. You can see he's gonna make it under the tower. The mana leak's just not enough at level 1. Also, let's just walk it off, turns with the raise, and a nice pick off. Good game sense there to throw that up. Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Thanks for stopping in there, viewing experience. It was the time. And Ahmed, he's having an alright time down here. So you're doing pretty good there, dude. In terms of last hit, not really that surprising across the board. Like, you've got Gyro. Everyone's just kind of even. Gyro and Chaos Knight trading off. Your Shadow Fiend is doing what Shadow Fiend does and raising creep waves, getting all those last hits. Prophet, doing a good job to be level 5, honestly. I feel like he should be zoned out of this lane, but he's doing a really nice job with the treants to scout and keep himself alive. And definitely what you're going to have to do for this to work out. And of course, there's always the threat of him with the TP. He's even doing some cheeky jungling plays here. I like this. Maybe able to farm the small creep first. I feel like the Radiant supports, like they're trying to make things happen, but there's just not much that they're able to get done. Like they're always moving as 2. I feel like they could have just maybe committed to trying to zone out a med better with the mana leak and everything. But well, I mean that's a question you have to ask yourself when you're playing this kind of a game. Like they went for the play to shut down the mid and it didn't work out. As there is going to be, hey, there's your shutdown right there. Now he is level 6, but there's no more mana left for the zip. And Shiva will back. So with the Warlock rotation, let's give it a little bit of breathing room up top here for Titanic. And we'll see what build he wants to go for. He's got the Bassy early. This is your pretty standard jungling / offlane Prophet build. I might see maybe the Blade Mail, the Null Talismans, possibly the early Dagon. I'll be interested to see what he goes for. I also like Mech this game. I think Mech Prophet will be okay. Oh god, it's a regen rune for Shibo. Doesn't get much better than that. No mana, no HP, regen rune. He might be able to pick up a kill here. Shadow Fiend, not one of the best heroes to deal with the regen rune. If he can time this right, oh yeah, and he's got the plays going. Yeah, this is not going to get cancelled. It's just going to be infinite mana. Ball lightning after ball lightning. It actually does get cancelled there, but can they? Maybe they won't be able to clean it up. Wow, nicely played again by Ossos. Shivo trying to stand tall with the Remnant. Ossos trying to stay outside the range of it. Nicely played there. And again, a little bit too deep. Not perfectly getting that regen off. I'm not sure what hit him. It might have just been a creep, honestly. But it was his good fortune, that's for sure. Ossos was certainly dead if that regen rune was allowed to continue. 3.5 second cooldown on Remnant. What a hero. See what build Ahmad's going for. I saw some really interesting builds the other day. I want to say it was Jonas fan who was doing it, and he went. I want to say at level 8 he was 044. I'm pretty sure that's what he was. Like he was not going for the vacuum at all, not even for like TP canceling. It might have been 143, but he was just surging. He was skilling surge a lot higher than most. Most people will stop at the 2. I found that to be a pretty good level myself when I played Jax here. But watching him, I mean, having a 1.5 second downtime, it's kind of disgusting on Surge. It is a bit hard for your mana pool to support early. As you can see, it does go all the way up to 50 mana from the 20. And so when you're spamming it every, it's only 1.5 seconds off time. So, bit of an issue there. Now the next question is, how long till this armlet is up for your CK? I'd have to imagine that's what it'll be going for. It's just such a core item on the hero. He has the Gauntlet of Strength for now, so he might just going for those early drums to boost the attack speed. Be the most likely choice. But the armlet's so good when you're playing as Chaos Knight. If you guys haven't played him before, you pop the armlet before you turn on the illusion, or before you pop the illusions. So that way your illusions are all jacked up. Like it's just such a good item. And then of course on top of that, it also buffs your damage. Okay, I'm actually gonna cancel that rift there. How close is the Warlock to 6? About half a level away. Now there's definitely gonna be a power spike the second this Warlock hits 6. They can essentially push down the tower, and there's nothing the Nature's Prophet can do about it. And Ossos getting high up in money here. I'm not sure what he's gonna go for. He could go for the mechanism, could go for the Blink Dagger. Against this enemy team, is Blink BKB good? Maybe. Could see the trolley kind of Yule's build. I think Mech's really good. Honestly, he's already got the Ring of Aquila. And And Ahmed, of course, could be going for the mech. Definitely a core Darkseer item in a lot of games. Hero that needs to be kind of in the thick of it, taking a lot of damage, and mech being one way to keep yourself alive during that. And that would allow Shafting to go a little bit more aggressive. You might want to go something like the Yasha BKB, but usually we'll see something with more movement. Okay, that's not good. Rip. What server are we on, I wonder? West. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit of a pause here. Alright, it looks like we're going again here. Well, that's good. I was afraid we were having some sort of a server disaster with the instant 3 disconnects, but we'll carry on here. And it looks like these raiding supports might be looking to have another go in the mid lane. That armlet on its way for ROTZ, the Capitan. I wonder if he's the Capitan. He is the Inferno. I mean, they are the Inferno Knights. He's playing the Chaos Knight. I have to assume that this captain is in fact the captain. Like, he is in charge of this team. He decides when they pick Chaos Knight. This was the game. I'm wondering how effective he's going to be against the Storm Spirit later on. Going for the early Orchid. Very nice for zipping into those fights. You want to grab that Warlock right away, stop the Rock from dropping down, take care of him, and then what's left? They still have a pretty sizable backup team. Like, this isn't your typical Warlock lineup. A lot of the time when he's running as a core, you have to focus him, you have to take him down, and then that's a lot of the firepower gone. But in this sense, when he's just the support dropping this Rock, I mean, you still have to deal with Alina, you still have to deal with the Shadow Fiend, the Chaos Knight, the Darkseer. They're a very, like, I feel like they're a very power-heavy lineup. They're just powerful heroes. And I think these team fights are going to be really hard for the Radiant. Not to say they don't have their own team fights, but they definitely have better split push with the Keeper of the Light, the Storm Spirit, the Nature's Prophet. If they want to win this game, they could rat it out, and I think they'd be very successful. And we're going to have a smoke here from the Radiant support. Again, Titanic still somehow alive up in this lane. 0-0-0. I have no idea how. Now, he's at 21-3 in terms of last hits. Oh, looks like they want to make a play here. These are your smoked up supports. Fine, he's got the right positioning. Oh, he's got to go. This would be a good time to go whoop and right up the hill, but it doesn't look like he's going to go for it. I thought they would catch him going through the river and doing that little play. But they don't have vision. If we take a look at the Radiant... Oh, they do. That's a perfect word. Okay, yeah. They totally had vision. They knew exactly where he was going. The Dire Vision, kind of similar. They got this one word out top, and you have to imagine how scared Ahmed is. Like, this is why he's playing so safe, right? Look at his vision. I mean, when we look, we're like, why is he way back there? Like, it's just a single gyrocopter, but he doesn't have any vision of these sports. He doesn't have vision of the Nature's Prophet. And does he have a Tangos? He's keeping one Tango, so definitely going to be good in case the Nature's Prophet shows up with that Sprout. And I'll be right back. This ain't too exciting there. We're all good. Nope, nobody died. Just some runes picked up, and we'll take a look at the graphs. Almost 3k experience. Oh, actually, or 3k net worth. It's about 2,800 total experience. Much less, only about 5k. So I'm kind of surprised the Dire is so far ahead in terms of net worth. Usually the Radiant early can get a lot more of their jungle, but we have been seeing these supports just kind of roam around together and trying to secure the lane wins in a way. But they are losing out on farm in the end. Ashraf still not quite up to level 6. He's going for that bracer to make himself a little bit tankier up against someone like the Storm Spirit who wants to burst you down before you can cast any spells. I kind of like that. Also, did go for the Blink Dagger. And he'll be looking for those big old plays. Maybe go for the Yules next. Very common synergy there. Grab his treads. And again, he just heads in the jungle. So this guy definitely playing Shadow Fiend how it's meant to be played. Punch creeps. No stacks. Actually, there's a nice stack set up there. So supports are doing work here around the die, or somebody is at least. This golem is ready to be dropped, and Med wants to make some plays. Only opting for the 1 point in the surge you can see, so he's definitely looking to try and make something happen here. Oh, they want to go in on this. Take a look at the vision. They do not see the help from the Warlock on the side, and they're going to get caught right in with this vacuum. The Colin's going to drop from Optimus Prime, though, so there goes your Jax here, but Osas blinks in, throws up the Requiem, and now Titanic's in deep trouble. Osas not even going to opt for him, just goes for the Keep of the Light. Gets a triple kill down. Titanic trying to escape to the side. Chabot, he's inside here. He's dropping lower on man. A nice raise there from Osas. That's a 5-man wipe at the bottom tower. Such a good play setup there by Med, baiting them in perfectly with that, hitting himself into the missile. And then an excellent follow-up from the trees with your Warlock. Great movement there from Osas as well to blink in, get off that Requiem. He's actually just going right for the BKB, so I like that. Up against the call down, the Storm Spirit, he's just going to kind of like put himself up there. Just say, look, I'm the big bad boy here. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm going to win this game. And that's the item to do it. And some people, I feel like a lot of people are afraid of getting BKB early now. They say, you know, you're going to lose all the charges, and that is true. But there's also the fact that a lot of teams, like, people are scared of you when you have BKB. Just by having the BKB, the Storm Spirit is not going to just look for you in the jungle, right? Because you have it. Like, most Storm Spirits, I don't think, would have the game sense to say, okay, I'm going to find Shadow Fiend in the jungle, I'm going to make him pop his BKB, and I'm going to leave. Like, that's a good play, but you kind of lose that incentive to even go after him once he has the BKB. You start to focus more on yourself, more of like, okay, I need more farm, like, things like that. And it's just, I think it's just a very good item early. But whenever there's a force fight, of course, you just, you know, drop that thing off and easy Doka. So, the Warlock, the one skill wonder, back down to the bottom lane. I'll throw out the chain, so it'll be a bit of harassing these creeps die. You're actually seeing like how much damage it really does do. Pretty good for Sub-Zero. Like, look how much damage he took. That's all chains. Wow. 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 Okay. So that was like 5 creeps. And that was with Tranquil Boots healing him the whole time. That could have been really bad. That was only level 2 chains? I do not know. I did not play. Oh, okay, I see. So it's only enemies bound. Wow, if that was a full wave, he would just be dead. And after that big wipe, it's now 7-3. And it has slowed down a bit. Again, I'm stunned that Titanic has gotten so much out of this lane that he even still has the tower against this team. This guy, it's hard to notice what he's really been doing because it's just been so quiet up here, but using the scouting of the trees, he's just kept himself alive somehow. Now there's a haste of Shadow Fiend. It's going to be a Hex onto a Med, but it's almost a bait there. He blinks right on top of that Requiem. He's going to get mana leak, so it'll be a little hard for him to chase. We're seeing going down. One raise. Can't quick it off the rest of the chains, though. It's going to finish off Optimus Prime. The question is, can they get the Keeper of the Light as well? Chabot, he's inside. He's pulled up on top of a Med. Gyrocopter might be making it away down there, but MSN now, your Warlock, he's going to drop Osas. He's Iron Shelled up, so a bit harder to chase. The Warlock Golem is going to track down Chabot, and Chaos Knight's going to come back in. He's on top of Titanic. Titanic, one more hit, he gets him. This armlet doing work. Osas re-enters the fight, and man, somehow Optimus Prime made it out of there. I have no idea how. I thought he was dead for sure. I mean, he must have been the last person who was chained up, and so he will end up escaping. 1,000 damage there from your Chaos Knight, so they can definitely clean up this tower. The Golem's still have a quarter of its damage remaining. Wow, someone's TPing in here. It's going to be Optimus Prime. He's got the call down now. In 1 second, he might look at to pop and just clear the creeps. If he can pick up this Golem bounty, he's going to be looking for it. Hope the tower doesn't grab it. He's waiting. Nicely done. So that's free 100 gold for himself. And this missile, he actually smokes them up. It's only level 1 though, so it's not even going to do much damage. And the Orchid is now completed here for Shibo. He also has a ring of regen. It's interesting. And it is going to be the mech there for a mid, so not that surprising since we had the blink and what I imagine will be a Yules next. Oh wait, after the BKB? He hasn't purchased anything yet, but the BKB is in fact done. Oh god, he just got so terrifying. Like, If they just want to fight around Shadow Fiend now and I'll sit next to him while he Requiems, like what can you do? You can't kill a Warlock sitting next to a Shadow Fiend who's Requieming. And if he's BKBing, you just have to turn and run, so... It's like a Phoenix Egg with a better cooldown. And this could be a disaster. The Rainier is so far up. Capitan, who sees Reality Rift range, he's looking to catch somebody, anybody. Oh man, that could have been bad. Alright, Optimus Prime working on his own BKB, knowing he is very squishy here. You know what I'd like to see this game? Would be Mech Blade Mail on a med. I think he has enough initiation with the Rock and everything that he doesn't really need that Blink Dagger. Maybe late game for pickoffs and things, but I think a Blade Mail will be absolutely disgusting against this team. And here we go, Capitan! Look at that! Look at that Reality Rift to dodge the Earth Spike. There was nothing to be done there. And by Reality Rift I mean Phantasm, but you know how it is. And they'll pop the Buckler, tank up a little bit, and we'll see what Shibo can look to get done here. Essentially full mana. Oh god, top lane. Sorry, that top lane, Titanic, you were there for a while and it was going pretty good, but looks like he got just, you know, all-sauced. Back to the bottom. Captain has now jumped onto your Keep of the Light. There's going to be a vacuum back onto Optimus Prime. Everything else is tanking up that Rocket Barrage but the heroes, and there's a double Earth Spike, but it's not going to be enough now. MSN's down here. Put on the Shadow Word, and it's not even needed. Ahmed, look, tank up his tower so Capitan doesn't die. He can arm the toggle as well. And Ossos and Lena take the top tower. Oh wow, they really want this tower. Okay. I highly doubt anyone's going to TP in for this. That would be a mistake. And they'll just have to let that fall. Shiba now up here. Now, this BKB was not popped for Ossos. Still 10 seconds. Titanic's here as well, but he looks like he's going for his own Orchid. Nothing else even... You can't even make a Refresher Orb. It's like literally only Orchid now, right? Yeah, so... Wow. Double Orchid. In terms of the team they're against, pretty good. Great against the Warlock, Lena. Not so good against the Shadow Fiend with the BKB now, but... These are all pretty spell-reliant heroes. So, definitely, if there was a game to have two Orchids, I can see this being one of them. And in terms of the net worth, not really shocking here. Shadow Fiend up to 12k, and miles ahead of the next highest. But the next highest is Shibo, and he's definitely the catalyst to bring the Radiant back into this game. He's going to be looking for some big plays with this Orchid. He's got the Soul Ring, so he's heading for the Bloodstone next. And when they get that Bloodstone, that's when you got to win those fights. You got to get those stacks on, and you got to make yourself, you know, kind of bring it way back. And the other person that needs to bring this back is going to be Sub-Zero on that line with the Blink Hex, but it looks like Shivo is going to catch it with the Capitan. They don't even have to throw it. It's a zip for it. And just kind of walks in them. He's going to do some pretty slick armlet toggling to survive this one, but can't do that while you're hexed up, and he will drop now. Also, it's not willing to hop into the middle of that one. I'd say that's a pretty good idea. And Chaos Knight pinging out that they have a ward up there, I believe he thinks, but it was kind of just unfortunate timing, it would seem. In terms of the total ward coverage, you can see the Radiant Vision. They have this one ward over here, left by Sub-Zero. The Dire, they have that ward we were just looking at up top, but that's about it. The bottom ward, they've pushed the tower now. And actually gonna drop there, so gonna help defend that. And looks like Ossos is just roaming the jungle. Invis Rune. Oh, he should know. He should know. Oh no. Oh, that's too bad. Now there have to be 3 creeps for it to work. I might be wrong on that, but I'm 90% sure that in order for Centaur to stomp, there have to be 3 enemies. And so he walks in, stomp, rip. Of course, yeah, I don't think he would have time to escape anyway. And just a free kill there with that Requiem. Man, what a spell. I always thought you lost. I used to think you lost it. Obviously you don't, but I think it's pretty funny. And we'll see. Shibo not wanting to get a BKB this game. So Orchid could be good. Oh wow, it's the early Guardian Greaves there for your Darks here. I like the item. I'm not totally sold on having it like a level 10 right now. I feel like Arcanes plus Max can do a lot of work. Like, yes, the aura is amazing. It's really good, but it's a percent heal, right? Oh, no, it's not, actually. It's only when you're below 20%. Okay, yeah, 15. Okay, yeah, it's pretty disgusting early. Alright, I can be down with that. My mistake. And wave and poor ZZ. Unfortunately, even a Keeper of the Light can't hold this back, and they'll try and get a trade up top, and they will, so It's a tier 1 for a tier 2. Not ideal, but not the worst that can happen. And I like this. The Dire just saying, look, let's go. I have Phantasm. Let's take this. I swear to God, Chaos Knight is in every game I play lately. Is this hero OP or something? I played 4 games in a row yesterday against Chaos Knight. It's not even an exaggeration. I mean, I agree, Armlet's really good. And he's tanky as hell. And I guess, I don't know, he's doing a good job. He's got 103 last hits. Now, he is just treads. And actually, he's BKB now, too. 24-minute mark. 8.2k gold. He's doing a really good job of farming. And they're gonna, wow, they're really committing this. They want this. Melee barracks, not even going for the range. And a nice gank from the backside from Optimus Prime. He's getting the call down on top of them all. Guardian Greaves not helping out enough. The Warlock gets dropped. And Ossos, he's alive. And they're all alive somehow. ROT? Like, are they actually gonna get out of this? Ahmed, Hex up. I think you just leave him. The Golem's zoning them all out. I cannot believe it. Guardian Greaves, good item. That aura just saved their lives. That's unbelievable. They were all so low.
At last.
Oh man, I don't know. Where was the follow-up, I guess? It started out ideal. I don't know how it gets much better than that. And again, they'll have to return to the Rat Dota as Titanic. He's actually going to TP the bot lane. Perhaps too fearful to head top, and this seems like a really good Yule's game. And he's going right for the Scotty, actually, on Allsauce. I like that, too. He'll just tank himself right up. And they have mounted themselves a sizable lead. Now, they didn't get the racks, but they're up to 14k gold and 7.5 experience. So, Dire definitely in control here. Take a look. They've got these nice wards for the Radiant, at least to cover their own jungle. The Dire, however, do have one here, as we will see. They do spot it Optimus Prime. They're going to smoke up. And I don't know, I feel like Optimus Prime, did he see that, or is he just trying to clear the camp? Oh, he's just trying to clear the camp. He did not see that. Oh. Captain playing this perfectly. They're going to catch him here. Shabo, he's nice and close. There's not enough mana here on Ahmed. He's shortly realizing this. He's got enough for Soul Ring Vacuum, and he might have to throw it. He's going to Ion Shell instead. He's going to surge himself in. Soul Ring, he's got it with the Arcanes. Shibo's going to zip in. He's going to try and put the pull up and the Oracle MSN, who does not have the rock. So we're going to lose the Med and we're going to lose Shibo. Now the fight is going to continue. Ossos, BKB still off cooldown. He's going to pop it now. They're trying to catch down anybody, and this will be a couple clicks. Take down ZZ. Optimus Prime. Oh, it's going to be a blink forward from Ossos, the Requiem. Captain's stunned up, though. He can't seem to catch up and finish off this fight. There's going to be a buyback from Shibo, and he's going to look to clean up somebody. Who does he want? He can't seem to make a decision. The Scotty comes in. He doesn't know what to do, and it looks like the Dire might get away with this. And it is still going to be a victory for them, especially with that buyback. 1,056 gold. So, Shibo going to be set back from that Bloodstone. And there is the BKB now for Optimus Prime. And actually a medallion for Keep the Light. That's pretty interesting. Not something you see every day, but this just medallion seems like a core item on every team now.
Our hooves thunder.
Good play by Titan to get out of there, and as you can see, the rock, it's back now. Nice try from Ahmed as well. Where's the fight? How does the Radiant bring this back? I feel like a Roche nigh impossible with Requiem being available. If it's off cooldown, phew, that would be what we might call a disaster. Just so hard. Rock, Requiem, Darkseer, even Lina in that small space. It's just gonna be a little bit too hard, too hot to trot, as they say. And we're gonna get the Ags picked up as well from your Warlock, and this game is starting to spiral out of control for the Radiant. Now, you know what they say. If there's one hero you want in this situation on your team, it's got to be that Gyrocopter. I mean, you've got the Keeper of the Light, trying to keep these waves out. You haven't lost the racks yet. Okay, so it's not disaster zone. Now, mind you, they are building some BKBs, but there's always Rapier Dota. Now, he doesn't really have the attack speed for it. I don't think you just go flat out Rapier right now. I don't know, maybe you do. Is that your only chance? I feel like you need attack speed first. Definitely are some MKB carriers on the Dire side in terms of Chaos Knight and Shadow Fiend, and oh, this is the play. The Smoke Roche. In fact, they don't see them inside, but they're not going to go for it. The Radiant probably not suspecting the Dire actually standing as 5. And this could lead to a serious problem here. looks like the smoke's just gonna dissipate with no action happening. Oh, uh-oh. Optimus Prime, this Invis rune. Can he catch anyone alone? He's not gonna follow them. They're not gonna make detection. But Invis rune is running out shortly, so he doesn't want to risk it. Now, that was a TP out from ROTZ, so he won't be available for this fight. So if Shibo can grab one of these two, it's going to have to be the Warlock because of the BKB. He just hexed the creep. That's not good. He's going to drop the rock, maybe knowing he's dead and just hoping to get some damage on the tower. I can see that being the thought, honestly. Now, it's the Aghanim's rock, but that's not going to be enough to just kill 5 heroes. And that's a nice pickoff. 313 gold, 1320 experience. Gonna whittle this down a little bit. You know, a little slip and slide. Oh, man, there's gonna be a pause. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, right, so it looks like there's just a slight pause here. Oh, he said never mind, so I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, there's a DC from Lena. So, yeah. And I don't know who's all out there, but this is the Gamers Lounge event here. It's a really big. It's called the Gamers Lounge Summer Cup. And it's huge. There's 4 groups. Actually, there's a shitload of groups. There's like all the way up to P groups. So what's that, 16? I don't know off the top of my head, to be honest, but it's a lot. As in like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it goes to P. So someone can statistically do the math on that. I'm not really just going to do it right here. And then in each group, there are 4 teams. And then after that, we go into a big double elimination bracket. So you've got your upper bracket based on groups, and then your lower bracket based on groups. And then when you lose upper, you drop to lower, and then you lose lower, you're eliminated. And it goes all the way up. And I'm not actually 100% certain on the total prize pool, but man, it is a huge tournament. Like, does it get much bigger than this? It's a lot of freaking teams. So I think it's really cool. I think it's, teams like this get to come play. And we're on EU West, if anyone's wondering. I don't know how this is set up, honestly. But we're in it, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to go. And again, another smoke from the Radiant, so they're gonna be running. Alright, TP in from behind from your Nature's Prophet. But here's the BKB. And he's gonna TP out. Yeah, nothing to cancel this. Without the blink, they just can't catch him off guard. And wow, he goes right for the Daedalus. This is one farmed SF. Holy shit. 273 creep down. Blink, BKB, Scotty, Daedalus. Damn. That is disgusting. That is I will just walk up to your team and kill you all. And we take a look, he is level 20, so he is 5 levels higher than the next closest person on the Radiant side, and in fact 7 levels higher than his own Chaos Knight. Whose own farm has stifled, it's slowed down a little bit compared to the laning phase. He's only gone up about 2k since they took that, tried to take that bottom racks, and it was a good job by the Radiant on the defense, because this game would probably be over at this point if they had not grabbed that. And, oh, they'll pick up the Aegis, and they are going to put it on Ossos. I thought they might go for Captain, but of course, Chaos Knight, not exactly the ideal Aegis carrier. Now, it's okay for popping those Phantasms after. But it does mean that you kind of go into the fight without dropping your full load. Just made these game sounds really loud. I did up them a bit because we're having some issues. Oh, that looks better. And they're gonna do the march right down the mid lane. This tower has no chance. There's also no glyph, and that could be a slight issue here. Wow, coming in really aggressive. Wow, what a vacuum back! That was such huge range. Now the call down is gonna hit on top of them all. At least that got that going from the BKB's pop. Shibo, he's in the back line. He did get the Warlock, and he might get him before the Warlock. Oh man, he almost got him before the rocks come down, but It is not going to be enough. And there's no buyback on Shibo. There's a buyback on your Lion. What are they doing? Oh my god. The rat. The rat is real. He's going to have to silence this and just TP. It's his only chance. I think. Oh, he doesn't have a Cloning Blade. Alright. Easy. Okay. There's no way they hold this, right? Wow, you actually got the tower. Well played. Good game sense there from your Nature's Prophet. Unfortunately, the Keeper Light gets a little bit too close for comfort, and he will go down. 14 more seconds till the Gyrocopter's up. There's still an Aegis on the Shadow Fiend. I think you just go for the bot melees after this. I think you just waltz on in there. And Ossos playing this so aggressive. He just two-shots that line. I mean, not really much else he can do. Nice backing to put him right back in range of Ossos, the walking turret, as it were. A flat cannon. Yeah, speaking of flat cannon, here comes the Gyrocopter with the call down. And the Golem's taking some right clicks. Does this increase the... Oh, it splits the bounty in half, right? Oh man, Optimus Prime. BKB won't save you from this. Is that a haste rune? Oh, it's Surge. What a hero. So Ahmed helping out Ossos, and I'll send the Golems down to work on the building. Shibo still trying to do some zip plays here, trying to clean up a little bit, and Ahmed will drop to it. Ooh, nice dodges. Okay, alright. He's a player. Now he'll get the blink off because it's only tower shots that's slowing him right now. And start to work on these racks. Glyph has finally oh, are you kidding me? 100 HP. Can they get the Aegis? He just one-shot him. That was a legitimate 700 damage one-shot. Nice. Alright, souls are still up and available, folks. Boom. One more raise. Easy. Ossos playing this hero like a freaking boss. Boss-oss, as it were. And that's going to be 2 full sets of racks down.
Can't outrun a wildfire.
Unless Shibo can save these. No, Captain's here as well. It's just simply too dangerous. And here we go. Gonna go for the counter, please. It's Titanic. Are there TPs? There is no TP. There is no TP. Oh, did he just use it? Nope. That's only Ashraf. So he'll need to kill this Lena with a really quick... Oh, he misses it. He's gonna get him. Nice Sprout as well. Okay, he might be able to get something. He can definitely get something here. There are no TPs. So the Dire need to focus on getting some other buildings. And Titanic needs to just focus on this. He might have to just go for a tier 4. Oh, Ahmed's back up. Ahmed's TPing mid. Alright, he needs to go throne. That's his only hope. Are they actually going to walk out? What is happening? Go throne. I'm so confused right now. I'm surprised Ahmed TP'd out instead of dealing with the Prophet. And he's actually going to put a ton of damage in. So those bots now up on Ossos. So in fact, he goes straight for the bots level 2, and that will no longer be an issue. So the rat ends here. Of course, even if he went straight for the throne, there wouldn't have been enough damage. Wow, maybe now he just picked up a Desolator. Man, this game just got so hard. 2 racks down. This will be a true rat performance if he can bring this back. This is the kind of like ratting of Dota that doesn't even make me feel sick. It's kind of just impresses me. Like if Titanic can find a way to get another set of racks, alright, that's just unnecessary. Wow, Ossos has entered full trolling mode and has now picked himself up the Mask of Madness to go with his Blink, BKB, and everything else. And it looks like Shiba was pinging where there's probably some wards, and unfortunately he's not totally correct on that. And where do you go from here? 4 minutes until the Roche spawns. Ossos jumping in on top. Oh my god, he just melts. So sad. It's just so hard right now for the Radiant side. This Shadow Fiend just went completely unchecked. They tried a gank, like they tried to make it happen, but it just wasn't feasible with their heroes and the positions they were in. There was some good warding from Dire as well. Ahmed had this ward down here that was sitting and saw them smoke up for that very initial gank, and that makes a big difference. And we're going to see some sort of a wrap around here attempted. Oh, wait, did they not see them? Yeah, they don't know where they are. Now they're going to find them out. Okay, there's going to be the blind first. The rock drops perfectly. They're all on top of each other. Ahmed, a very nice call down. Oh, God. We are in deep trouble now. They're living here, though. Man. Guardian Greaves. The Dire were going down. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be enough with all that healing. And Shivo, maybe we'll be trying in vain here. Pick up something, but it looks like Inferno Knights are going to be taking this one, folks. The GG's called out from... Oh, wow. The early counter GG. Come on now. Don't be like that. Noob Melch. Alright, well that's the game. So, congratulations to the Inferno Knights. I believe you had XKD, was that right? You're the team? I know, I tried to find you guys. I didn't see your name listed. But you guys played well. Hopefully you guys check out the VOD. Hopefully, you know, have yourselves a good time at least. And it's only group stage, so you're still in it. And, yeah, I'll let you guys know if I'm casting another one of these or what's going on. I'm not even sure what's going on. There might be more tonight. I don't really know. Alright, there's another set of games in 30 minutes. Okay, well there you go. So I might be around for that. I might not. I'll let you know. Okay. I don't know why I'm talking like it's Dota TV, because there's no one in Dota TV, because there's no ticket. Oh my god, there's a whole Twitter war going on. Oh, I even got to follow. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in there, peeps. I am done for now. I got some things to do. I gotta get a barbecue. So that was jolly, and I'll tweet if I'm doing another one. So hit me up on Twitter, @Mopax, if you guys are new to the stream, if you guys are just tuned in, not logged in or whatever. I'll stream when I go live, or I'll tweet when I go to the live next time, or sign in and follow, obviously, because that's the best way to know when I'm on. Anyway, thanks.